Alright, so I've already put primer on the entire lid. Next I'm going in with a synthetic brush, and I'm going to be taking Bold Gold, which is this color here. So I'm going to take some of that on the brush, and it's really best if you use a synthetic brush because it's very difficult to pick up this product with a natural hair brush. So I'm just going to place that on the inner corner. This does pick up the product easier, but at the same time you need to be careful when you're laying it down, because if you get it too, if you make the layer too thick, it tends to, I think the best description is like it looks like it's gonna flake. So yeah, you don't want to make the layer too thick, so you want to spread it out pretty nicely. So I'm going to put this right here on the inner portion of the eye, and then take it up just a little bit up to the brow. Okay, next I'm going in with Blanc type, which is just a matte cream colored shadow. And I'm going to place that underneath the brow. Alright, and next I am going in with another one of the color tattoos, and this one is in Pomegranate Punk. Okay, so I'm going to take the same brush, just wipe off your brush. The product does tend to come off fairly well once you put on the lid. It doesn't stick into the onto the brush. Alright, so I'm going to put that on the remainder portion of the lid. Remaining portion. Okay, and now I'm going to be taking it into the crease area. These are a little bit difficult to blend, so the best thing to do is just go back and forth with your synthetic brush. I mean, it might be easier if you're using a synthetic blending brush, but I don't own a synthetic blending brush, so I have to use this flat brush. Alright, so I'm just going to put just a little bit more on the main lid area. And these are going to look really nice next to each other because the Pomegranate Punk does have gold running through it. So having the bold gold next to it will complement it very nicely, even though I'm going to put something on top of it. So next I'm taking NICKI's blue-brown pigment, which depending on what you put it on top of, it can either look more brown or more greenish blue. So I'm going to take a flat brush, and I'm just going to pack that on top of the Pomegranate Punk that I already laid down. And if you've ever used the blue-brown pigment, you already know that when you spread the color out, it actually tends, the brown part of it ends up looking like the Pomegranate Punk. So that's why I thought it would be a nice color to use as a base. Alright, next I'm going to take a crease brush, and I'm going to dip back into the blue-brown pigment. And I'm just going to take it into the crease. So the more you blend this color out, you'll see more of the brown in it coming out. So I'm actually going to take it out a little bit higher, right at the end of my brow. I'm actually going to clean off that brush, and I'm going to go back into the off-white, or the cream colored shadow. And I just want to tone down a little bit of that brown color, so I'm just going to place it on top of that. Okay, so next I'm going to wet the flat brush, and I just use the Avion spray. It's my dog in the background, by the way, if you can hear him. He's playing with his stuffed animal. Alright, so I went back in and I picked up the blue-brown pigment with the wet brush. So I'm going to go back over where I already laid that color down, and it just makes it look a little bit more vibrant. And this is a method called foiling, when you wet your shadow. Okay. And next I am going to go in with, if I can get it open, I'm going to be using this matte black. This is the Wet n Wild Green palette, and I'm just going to be taking a little tiny crease brush, or it's a pencil brush, excuse me. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that in the outer V. And now I'm going to take a blending brush. This is just an old 217. It's not going to look completely black, it's just black. It's going to darken up the blue-brown pigment, and it actually makes the blue-brown pigment just look like a darker shade, like a darker blue-brown. I can't talk today. Alright, next I am going in with the Forest Fury palette by Maybelline. And I'm going to be taking this color here, which is actually the color that's on the bottom. And I'm going to pick a little bit of that up, and I'm just going to place a little bit right underneath the brow area. And then I'm going to put just a little bit over the bold gold. Okay, and now I'm going to take a piece of tape. When I started to look on the other eye, I wasn't really sure what I was going to do with this. So I actually did have it like this, but I didn't like it. So I went in with a piece of tape. And that changed the look, obviously, and now I think it looks better. Alright, so I'm going to go back in with that same pencil brush, and there's still some product left on there of the black eyeshadow, so I'm just going to run it along the tape, the edge of the tape. And now I'm going to go back in with this blending brush, and I'm just going to blend that color up. Just trying to make sure that it looks even. Just keep blending. I'm going to pick up a little bit more of the blue-brown pigment, which you will get a lot of fallout with that, so it's best to do your foundation once you've finished your eyeshadow application. You can tap off the brush, but then a lot of the product comes off, so you'll have to end up repeating the process quite a bit. Alright, next I'm just going to take that off. So as you can see, it is going to come out a little bit sharper than this side, because I ended up putting on the tape at a different time than I did when I did this eye. So now I'm going to be taking my black gel liner, and I'm just going to do a very thin line on the top lash line, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I curled my lashes and put my mascara on after I did my liner, so now I'm going to go back in with the gold and the same synthetic brush, and I'm just going to be lining the lower lash line. Okay, so now on top of the bold gold, I'm going to go back in with the blue-brown pigment again, and the same brush that I was using before, and I'm just going to put the blue-brown pigment on top of the gold, very close to the lash line. Alright, so next I'm going to put my concealer on, and I'll be right back to let you know what I put on my cheeks and my lips. Alright, so next I'm going in with this color here, and I don't know the name of it, but it's a peach cream blush by MAC, and I'm going to use this synthetic brush to apply it. So I've already contoured my face. I'm just going to put that. And like always, if you bring it out too far, just go back in with a foundation brush or, a sponge, whatever you use, and push the color back where you actually want it to be. And now I'm going to take this as my highlight, and this is Honor, and this is by MAC. It's just kind of has like a flesh tone with gold in it. So I'm just going to run that along the top of the cheekbone as the highlight. I have two of my dogs in here now, so now they're playing in the background. Alright, and now I'm going to go in with this color here by Smashbox. And I don't know if you can still get this. This came in a set. Okay. It came in a set, and this is called Blush Soft Lights Duo in Supermodel. So I'm going to take that color here. It's almost the same color. So I'm going to take that and just put a little bit of that over the cream to set it. Alright, just like that. And for the lips, I lined them with Stone Lip Liner, which I've shown in other tutorials because it's my favorite. And then for the lips, I used, this is Maybelline Lip Butter, and the color Creme Brulee, which is this color here. And so what I did is I put this one down first, and then it was a little bit too light, because it almost looks like my skin tone. So I went on top of that with another lip butter, and this is in Tutti Frutti. and it looks like this. So I just put just a little tiny bit of it and just made it just slightly brighter. And then on top of that, well, not on top of it, I went in with Maybelline's Too Cool, which I've said in other videos, this is the most versatile color from this collection, so I just picked a little bit of that up and then just placed it on the top of my lips just to give it a little bit of a highlight. And not sure if you can tell, but I actually did highlight, sorry I keep looking in the mirror up there, I did highlight down my nose today, and this is with the L'Oreal Magic Lumi, and it just looks like this here. Alright, so that's it for the look. If you have any questions, let me know.